Okay, so she's super slick, super duper slick. Welcome back to another video. So I am filming this before work, so I have 30 minutes to do my hair and my makeup. So let's see if we can get it all done. I'm doing something super easy this week. TikTok got to me. I decided to get like one of those like drawstring ponytails. I think it's super cute. I've worn it a couple times already, gotten some compliments on it, but this will be my first time like wearing it to work. This is the ponytail. It is the Freetress. I gotta check the exact name, but it's really pretty. It almost looks like my perm rod sets or like my flexi rod sets. So I think it looks pretty natural. I got it in the color 2, and I'll leave the description down below. I just slept in a bandana, so I'm just gonna take this down and then start slicking my hair. So to slick my hair, it's gonna take a lot. So I'm gonna use some of this Wetline Xtreme gel, some got-to-be glue, and then just my regular edge control to do my edges for work. I don't do my edges too dramatically, especially when I'm going into the office, because there are some respectability politics. So I don't like to do anything too crazy when I'm going into the office. So let's get started slicking down this hair, because I know this is going to take a little bit of time. So I'm just going to start with a very generous amount of gel. I'm going to work this into my palms and then just lay this out. As far as the rest of my hair goes, it's just like back in one braid. My ends are like tucked, and I just braided my hair with some leave-in conditioner. So I'm just gonna work this into my hair really well, and then I'm going to start brushing it into my hair. So I'm gonna use the Denman brush first, just to make sure that I can like get to my scalp without it being super painful. I don't do a lot of slick styles on my hair. This is honestly the first ponytail that I've ever done. So it makes me a little like nervous and self-conscious, because I'm always worried about someone like clocking it. But I wore it out over the weekend. I wore it walking, so it withstood walking. And then I also wore it to like dinner and mini golf with my friends, and they said it looked nice. So shoot, I'm gonna trust them and we'll see. So I'm gonna slick this, and then I'm going to take my hard bristle brush, and then I'm just gonna smooth it down. I don't mind the waves in my hair as much, because like I have curly hair, and that's like what curly hair is going to do. But I am going to just smooth it out a little bit, and then I'm gonna use the soft side, and I'm gonna slick this down first, and then I'm gonna come back and do my edges. So now that it's slicked with all of that gel, I'm just going to take a satin scrunchie and place it at the height that I want for my ponytail. So I want it to sit kind of high. So I'm just gonna place it here, and then I'm gonna go 1 and then 2, and I'm not going to pull it all the way through. I'm going to keep it kind of like a bun, so that the ponytail has like a little bit of height. So now that that's like taken care of and the hair is slicked back, I am going to apply my got-to-be, and this is just to make sure that it stays all day. So I'm taking like a quarter size amount. I'm gonna run that between my palms and then just apply it. And this is so that it's super slick, and it will be probably a little bit harder to pull my edges out. I might have to redo them a little bit. So let me just pull them out, because this got-to-be is like no joke. And once it's down there, it's like down there. So I am just gonna pull my edges out. I'll do like my baby hairs at the very end though. But just to make sure that I can get them out without ruining. Okay, And I'm just smoothing this. I'm not actually going to use my brush. I feel like that actually might cause like more waves. So I'm just gonna smooth this with my hands. I can like feel it hardening. Ugh. Okay, so then once that's taken care of, I'm just gonna take my bandana again and tie this. Okay, and so now that the bandana is nice and slick, I'm just going to, then we're gonna attach the ponytail and then we're gonna do our makeup. So I'll be right back. I'm back. Now we can attach this ponytail. So as you can see, this is like the little bun. I'm just gonna take my ponytail here. There's a comb at the top, a comb at the bottom, and then this is of course like the drawstring part to make sure that it attaches to our hair. So I'm just gonna take the first comb and I am just going to stick it at the top of where I put my bun, and then I'm going to put the bottom here and then fasten the bottom comb. And then once I fasten the bottom comb, I'm just going to flip this up, make sure it's really there, and then take the drawstring and just fasten it to my head. After that, I will take what's left of the drawstring. It used to have a knot, the knot came undone. So I'm just gonna take this and loop it around the base of the ponytail. Okay, so it's on there. It's at the height that I want it at, so I think it looks nice. And then I'm just going to take, I'm trying to find the pieces that I've already used because I don't want to like re-stretch out the curls. So as you can see, these curls are kind of already stretched out. It's what I've been using to wrap around the ponytail. And then I'm just going to take it and loop it around the base of the ponytail. And then kind of just tuck it below. And this is just gonna help to kind of like disguise where the ponytail meets the rest of my hair. And then I'll fluff it out a little bit. And then this is it. So now that my hair is done, we can go ahead and start on my makeup. Okay, lips are lined. Let's see what we're working with underneath this bandana. So I'm just gonna carefully take this off. Got to be is kind of strong, so sometimes it can like stick and you don't want it to mess it up. So I'm actually gonna take it and pull it back this way. Yeah, it's like stuck there. Okay, so she's super slick, super duper slick. So let's just go ahead and do our edges. I'm gonna do my edges on this side and then I'll go ahead and do them on this side as well. So again, just taking my edge control, I'm just going to rough them up first so that they move before I go ahead and put more edge control on them. Because man, I got a forehead, so like I have to do some edges. I can't just go. So I went ahead and did this side already, and now we're just gonna do our edges on this side as well. So taking a little bit of edge control, not a lot. I'm kind of just using like circular motions to kind of like help them go where I'm going to then place them. Then I'm just gonna brush them out and start swooping them. Okay, I'm happy with that. They have looked better, but I don't want to do too much. So this is the final look. I think it came out pretty nice, pretty happy with it. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Bye.